trying to move up the pitch far quicker. They were trying to release Saka and Martinelli and Gyökeres. We just didn't execute it. But I actually think the intention was good. And then when ultimately our attacking football wasn't coming through, every player to a man fought for the badge and threw themselves in front of absolutely everything to try and come through with a win. We weren't, on a technical level, impressive at all. We were shocking, actually.
After watching this video from James, I think this actually opened my eyes to something. One of the main reasons why we signed Zubimendi. Because if you remember that game yesterday, we didn't actually play sideways too much. Everything was just back to front. That's why the game was actually too chaotic, and we allowed Man United to play the game, but it was a bit too chaotic. And I feel like the reason why Arteta actually brought Zubimendi to the game, and he has said it before, and even that intro actually said it, when they said that, if you want that intro, it is the intro. He said he slows the games down, he knows how to slow the game down, he knows how to speed the game up as well. And even Arteta said it in one of his press conference, because of his intelligence, he knows how to slow the games down. I remember that season that when Arsenal was very brilliant, when Martinelli scored 14 goals or something, that almost won the league. We're actually playing fast-paced football, and I think because of that fast-paced football that we're playing that time, Partey could not cope. That's why he was getting injured a lot. So I think because of that injury, and Arteta did not have those legs in the midfield, that's why he had to revert back to that slow-paced football to be able to control the game, so that the game will not be a bit too chaotic. And if you remember that season, Arteta was actually trying to slow the game down. If you notice, after that first season, the second season, Partey started getting more strong. He wasn't getting injured too much. Like, his injury became a bit less. Even last season, I don't think he even got injured at any point of the season, actually. So I think that was, but now with Zubimendi, I think now he has the freedom to be able to speed up the game when he needs to, and be able to slow down the game, because Partey does not really have that legs to speed up the game and slow it down at the same time. And say Partey said don't hold now. So, and Zubimendi will be able to do that. Now Zubimendi can do that. I think that's what actually trying against Man United, because they were trying to do that, but they couldn't do it because Zubimendi was actually new to the league, and I think the game was too fast for him. At some point, he was overrun in the midfield. And Man United, they have intelligent players, and again, their manager also intelligent. I think he also actually got it, and he tried to nullify him by putting like 2-3 players in front of Zubimendi. But I think that's actually what Arteta was trying to do. I think that's why we had so much more in the transition, but we didn't have the creativity in the midfield, in the final third, to be able to convert those transition into goals or shot on goals and all that. I think Arteta was actually trying something new with Zubimendi. I think that Zubimendi signing, the key to that Zubimendi signing is to be able to speed up the game and slow it down. That's what I feel. I feel like that's actually the main reason why he signed Zubimendi. If you notice, Zubimendi is that kind of player that can speed up the game. And so if you watch, I think that will actually bring out the best in Martinelli and Saka and Gyökeres as well, because he can. If you watch that, I remember I think Zubimendi. I see Zubimendi, I see him like this Marco. You remember Marco Verratti from PSG? The way that guy did it, did go to the goalkeeper, pick up the ball, try and dictate and try and pass, look for passes and all that. And I feel like that is the main reason why Arteta signed this Zubimendi. I've been thinking about that a lot. Why? I know he signed him. Okay, normal, he signed him for something, but I felt like that was very logical about it. And I think the main reason why he signed Zubimendi is because he wants him to be able to speed up the game when we need to, and slow the game when it's a bit too chaotic. Be able to manage the game for us very well. And I think he tried against Man United, but I don't think that actually worked out well. But it was a good thing to see that we're trying something new, and I know it's not going to come off, but the good thing we didn't lose to manage the game to the end. I know we are make so many errors, but Arteta made one point that the ability to recover from those errors they made was the key for us winning that game yesterday, which was actually true. Everybody was fighting for each other and all that. But I think, back to my point, I think James was actually right. We don't play like this. We are not really that open like that in terms of the midfield. But I think because of that point, Zubimendi has not really been able to adapt to that pattern or the speed of the league. When he gets acclimatized to the speed of the league, I think we'll enjoy what Arteta is actually trying to do going forward. I think this season is going to be very interesting. This season is going to be very, very interesting. I actually watched that podcast while I was driving to work, and I was like, oh, that was actually smart from James. So when I watched the video back again, and I noticed, that's true. I think that's what Arteta is trying to do, and that actually brought me back to Eda. Oh, this is the reason why he signed me. If you even look at the intro, they said it. Arteta has actually said it as well. Okay, all right, thank you.